What's up everyone, my name is Miles and this is the Make with Miles channel. Today we're going to be making this pattern plywood shelf that can also charge your electronics. Let's go. After watching some of Michael Alm's videos making pattern plywood, I thought I'd give it a try. If you want a more detailed explanation of how to make the different patterns, I put a link to Michael's video in the description. I first started by breaking down my piece of plywood on the miter saw. I then set the blade on my table saw to 60 degrees and I started cutting these trapezoid strips, which would eventually make up the hexagon pattern. Once I'd finished cutting the strips on the table saw, I cut them to 12-inch sections so that it would be easier to glue up. I then started gluing the pieces together. The pieces did shift around a little, so I had to run the hexagons through the table saw again to make sure that all the sides were 60 degrees. Now that all the pieces were the same size and shape, I pulled out my sled and cut the 12-inch long pieces into half-inch segments. After I'd cut all the half-inch segments, it was now time to glue up some panels. I used this jig that hooks onto the table to assist with the glue up. I glued up a few panels, and after letting them dry, I started sanding with a belt sander using 60 grit belts to level the surface. I used my tapered angle jig to cut off one side of the panel, and now that I had a straight edge to reference, I was able to rip it to its final width on the table saw. Next, I cut miters on two short pieces which would become the sides of the shelf. I then cut the opposing miters on a longer piece, which would become the front face. For this project, I only wanted parts of it to be pattern plywood, so I cut the back and top of the shelf out of regular plywood, which I would later paint. On the top of the shelf, I wanted there to be a slot so I could have access for charging cords, so I started by drilling 2 holes with a Forstner bit and then cutting off the middle section on the bandsaw. I then used a specialized router bit to cut 2 keyhole slots on the back of the shelf so it could be hung with 2 screws. After sanding the main pieces, it was now time for painting the top of the shelf. After the paint dried, I pre-drilled all the holes and screwed it to the backer board. I then drilled a large hole in the small bottom piece. This piece acts as a ledge for the USB brick that will provide power to anything that needs charging. The hole that I drilled is for the main power cord that plugs into the USB hub. After attaching this piece to the backer board, I disassembled everything so that the backer board could be painted. I know this seems somewhat counterintuitive, but I wanted all the pieces to be pre-drilled before painting so that it would be easier to assemble afterwards. After adding a few coats of flat white paint, I began to put everything together. For the pattern plywood, I glued on thin strips of plywood end grain because I think it looks better than the raw edge. After gluing on the pattern plywood, I then added some trim around the back piece. My finish of choice for this project was a wipe-on poly, which seemed to work very well, and it didn't darken the wood too much. The very last thing I did to finish this project was adding a small piece of pattern plywood that acts as a ledge so that I can charge an iPad or phone. After gluing that on with 5-minute epoxy, this build was complete.